Hi folks, this is Rose from In Rose's Garden, and today we are going to open our new SoftFlex Design Challenge Kit, Exotic Blooms. Isn't that pretty? So let's turn down and we'll get started doing that. Okay, here's our pretty package. And here is the bead strand. That is an additional $11.49, I believe is what it is. That's an interesting one. That pop is a bit different. So this is the bead strand for exclusively made from JJB for Exotic Blooms for SoftFlex Company. And like I say, this is an additional purchase. It's not does not automatically come with your kit. You have to purchase it individually. And this is our kit. And here is our little Mystery Design Kits card with the information. And this is their contact information down here. On this side is the instructions for the game. Well, I don't know that I'd call it a game, but maybe it is. The prize is a new kit. So here are a few basics for participating. Number 1, buy your mystery kit when it goes on sale, limited quantity. Number 2, join our SoftFlex Very Important Beading Studio group on Facebook. Number 3, please do not reveal the contents of your mystery kit when you receive them. This way others can enjoy the surprise opening theirs too. Number 4, usually on the last Wednesday of the month, log into SoftFlex Company's Facebook page or YouTube channel and watch us unbox the kit and make a few designs. Or you can watch at your own convenience, as all videos are permanently available. Now it's your turn. Post pictures of your designs in the VIB group by the deadline posted. Every design you post is an entry to win our next available kit. You may use supplies from your own stash as long as we can see kit items in each design. Winner is chosen at random. So there's that. And here's our package and our little list of what's in here. So let's open her up and take a look. I'm assuming we'll have some flower beads since this states that it is Exotic Blooms. But who knows for sure? We won't know till we open this, will we? So let's get into it. I love this color of paper. This pink is my favorite color. So we'll put that aside, and we'll see what we have in here. Looks like we have a shell pendant as one of the pieces, but we'll get to that in time. So put our bag aside. Says our the first item is SoftFlex White Quartz 0.019 medium beading wire. So very white. I use this for various things. Number 2 is a SoftFlex 2x2 sterling silver crimp tubes. Here we go. They're in this bag. Oh. And there's usually 20 in here, and it looks like there is. I see 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 right here. So 20 of our crimp tubes, silver crimp tubes. Next is silver-plated ear wires with a ball. Now there's more than one thing in this little package, so we'll just dump it all out. But here is our ear wires. There are 2 pair. There usually are. See, 2 pair of silver ear wires. Next is a 12mm silver-plated lobster claw clasp. This is the guy. Now, in most of my things, I don't use this small. I use 15mm because I'm getting older and it's easier on my hands to use a bigger lobster claw. Though I do use these in my fairy dust necklaces because it's usually teenagers and such that buy them. So, Jesse James Custom Bead Mix. That's this guy. And these are made exclusively for SoftFlex, and we'll open this up in a moment, just not right yet. Tiara Cast Antique Silver-Plated Lotus Petal Spacer. I assume this is what they mean by the lotus petal spacer, and it does have a pretty good sized spacer. Looks like a washer spacer, sort of. Of course, those would hang down from whatever. And then Tiara Cast Antique Silver-Plated Blossom Charms. It's these guys. Those will be cute on some earrings. Olive green rondelle beads. There we go, these little guys. Let's get them closer so you can see them better. I didn't get the other things closer, did I? Let's grab these up so you can see them a little better. There are our Tiara Cast blossom things. So those will go back down here. And then, of course, our Tiara, these are our, and then we want bright green rondelle beads. I assume they mean these ones with the bright green. So those are the same size, just different colors of green. And then a shell flower pendant. Isn't that a beauty? There's a hole right there. What these are mother of pearls that have had a photograph embossed onto them, or a drawing of some kind. So they're very pretty. Now, items available at SoftFlex Company launching April 24th. That was most of these items. Well, they have an asterisk, so it's true. Most of these are already available. With the asterisks, they're just becoming available today. Next is 4mm multicolor shell rounds, and then an 8mm, oh, the staple's still in here, multicolor shell hishis. Okay, so these would be the hishis. Oop. Looks like their string is broken because they're falling off here, but that's all right. We'll get those back in the bag in a minute. And then we wanted the shell beads. That would be these little guys. Whoop! They're coming off of their strand also, because I have a pile of green ones down here now. So there's the round beads. They're 4mm. And the 8mm hishis, which are, like I say, coming off of their strand. Next is blue seed beads, which are right here. This little strand right here looks like they're number 11s. Doesn't say, but it looks like number 11s to me. So there we go. And then the other thing is blue ceramic beads. Now let's see if I can get those out without knocking all these hishis and little beads. Looks like my seed beads are the threads loose too, because there's a passel of them in there, as you can see. So let's see, there's our little blue porcelain beads, or they're ceramic. There's 6 of those. So let's get all of these odds and ends loose things back in the baggie. They'll probably make them their own baggie after a bit because, well, they're going everywhere. So, come on you, no more escapees. And then same with you, no more escapees. So I'm going to have to fetch them up off of the ground here in a bit. Well, since your string's already broken, I'm going to cut this excess off. It doesn't want to go back in. And then where's the end of you that's not broken? There we go. And these go. Now we'll push these back, and I'll get one of my dishes and scoop these up so we can put these all back in the baggie. Oh, good scoop. Got everything at once. Look how colorful that is all mixed together in there. So there is our bead strands, including escapee ones, our shell pendant, our charms and spacers. I will put the charms and spacers back in here. And we'll put this stuff aside. Well, we'll push it to the back where this was at, and we'll open this up. So this is our Jesse James Exotic Blooms design elements kit. Now, Jesse James makes this as like the strand exclusively for SoftFlex. This is the Exotic Blooms. SoftFlex usually has some extra if you want some. They will launch those today if there were any extras left from the kit. And you can get it from their website, which is the one I showed you earlier, which is www.softflexcompany.com. So let's get our bead pack open and see what all goodies we have in here. Now we'll go to the side here. So we have a couple of big lucite flowers. We have some of the chiffon flower-like tassels. We have some more lucite flowers, some orange ones this time. Looks like we have some silver flower bead caps. There's 4 of those. Well, I usually keep these sort of separate so you can see them, so let's separate them out a little bit. Two big orange oval beads. I like these. These are pretty. Let's scoot you guys over here. We have a couple of silver tassels. Now, these tassels, I've had them come loose from me before, so I tend to put a little bit of hypo cement on them to hold them together a little better if I'm going to use them. Then we have these big red flowers. Now, these are pretty, but the only thing I have against them is that their hole is in the middle of the flower. You can see it here. So you have to do a crisscross on these. More or less to make them work for you, but they are pretty. There's 4 of those. I only see one of these. It's a disco ball. So that's an interesting one. Looks like we have 1, 2, 3, 6 of these reddish rondelles. Are you a rondelle or are you a round? Well, you're a rondelle, but barely. There's not a lot of rondelle to them. We have some orange miracle beads, 4 of them. Now, these are not glass, but they're so cool looking that I don't care. Then we have 3 pink drops. Oh, there's 6. 6 pink drops. Those are pretty. There's 4 of these. Now, these are marguerites. And they're really pretty. They're painted gold on one side, but clear on the other, so it looks through and you can really flash them. They're a pretty bead. Then we have 1, 2, 3, looks like 6 yellow rondelles. Smaller size than these red ones over here. Get over there with your buddies. Then we have cubes, and that's the last of our glass beads, are the cubes. There's 6 little white cubes. Little white ones. Oop, come on, you guys, get out there. Then we have, well, here, these are the ones I call disco balls because they got a rhinestone all around the outside. Looks like there's 6 of them. They're little ones this time. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like 6 of these bead caps. They're like a little flower petal. And lastly, we have 6 crystal spacers. So there is our Jesse James bead pack. Some interesting things. Surprised there's only one of these guys, but he's sort of different, isn't he? I may need to tighten up my ends some on him, but that's all right. So there is our Jesse James pack. So let's put that back in into the package. So there's 2 different kinds of lucite, 2 different kinds of tassels. I do like this tassel. I'm never, like I said, I've never been real fond of these, and one of the reasons is because they come undone sometimes. So like I say, put a little hypo cement on the wrapping piece of your tassel, and they're much better. Then we have these 4 silver-like flowers. You make them into a flower that way by putting another piece into them. The red flowers, which are, even though they're 2-sided, their sides are different. See, this side is flat, and it's just got the petal pattern on it, whereas the other side here is much more detailed. So our little disco ball, the orange, the red. These are all different colors. Our little orange rice style miracle beads. The pink. This is probably my favorite color of pink. Aren't those pretty? The marguerites, which are very sparkly. Yellow, little white cubes, bead caps, crystal spacers, and little disco balls. And that is our Jesse James bead mix. So we have our Jesse James bead mix, our shell pendant, the bag with all the various shell beads, the hishis and the little rounds, as well as the little ceramic beads and the little seed beads. Very colorful little package there. We have our 2 strands of little rondelles in 2 different greens. Our spacers, not spacers, but crimps, and our wire. And in this package, of course, was our ear wires, our lobster claw, and the 2 different kinds of tiara cast pieces, the spacer and the charm. Aren't those all pretty? So there we go. So there you have it. That is our Exotic Blooms by SoftFlex Company. Oh, and I almost forgot to tell you read you the design challenge piece here. The design challenge is join us on SoftFlex Company's Facebook page, on YouTube channel on April 24th at 3 p.m. Pacific Time. That's 4 p.m. Mountain Standard Time and 5 p.m. Central Time, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. For the live design challenge kit reveal from April 24th, that is after they do the reveal, not prior to it, but after, on April 24th, through May 27th, post pictures of your designs made with this kit in our SoftFlex VIB Studio Facebook group with the hashtag exotic and enter to win a future kit. Winner is chosen at random. Now this coupon is expired, but they do have in every kit a $5 off $30 or more from their online store. Now, like I say, it expires prior to when the new one comes out, so you can't use it on the new one, but they do have one. So that is our kit from SoftFlex, Exotic Blooms. I think it's very pretty. I hope you enjoyed opening it with me. This has been Rose from In Rose's Garden, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.